Hello, and welcome to an Xlteq video in which we're going to look at some of the lesser used Excel functions, explain how they work, and show some examples of how we might use them. Starting with ABS, which is short for absolute, this function simply converts any negative number into a positive one. To use it, we simply type in the function and reference a cell which contains a number. If the number is positive, then this number is displayed. If it is negative, then the number gets converted into a positive number. If the result is not a number, then we get an error. For example, the number 7 remains as the number 7. Minus 7 gets made into a positive number 7, and entering text produces an error. We can also use a formula in the ABS function. In this example, we are simply adding 1 to a number entered into the highlighted cell before performing the ABS function on it. Therefore, if we entered minus 3, the formula would add 1 to this, giving us minus 2, before performing the ABS function, giving us a positive number 2. Let's now look at some scenarios in which it might be useful to use ABS. When comparing the differences between two numbers, for example measuring a distance between 2 points, it may make more sense if the return result is positive. To demonstrate, let's create a small list of measurements. The first column is the starting measurement, the second is the end measurement, and the third is the difference between the two. We work this out simply by taking the second number away from the first. This combined length of all the measurements is displayed at the bottom of the list. You can see that whilst this is mathematically correct, because one of the pairs of numbers was entered with the larger number first, for this specific row this results in a negative difference and subsequently makes the total length shorter than it should be. To rectify this, we can use the ABS function, which I'll put into a new column at the end of the list. Now when we create a total, we see that it shows the correct total value by transforming the negative distance into a positive one. A less common use for ABS would be to use it to check for a positive or negative number. We can currently do this using a simple formula which checks if a number is less than 0, but using ABS to do this instead has one benefit. In this example, the first formula, which does not use ABS, checks the highlighted cell. If the value in this cell is greater than or equal to 0, it reports positive, otherwise it will report negative. Below this we have a formula which uses ABS. We check the entered number against the ABS of the number. If they are the same, the number is positive, otherwise we report negative. This works because ABS only changes negative numbers, so all positive numbers are the same when we use ABS on them. Entering a positive or negative number produces the same result for both formulas. However, entering anything other than a number, for example some text, results in an error for the ABS function, but with the non-ABS function it still reports as positive. The benefit of having ABS reporting with an error is that it provides a simple error check at this point for someone entering an incorrect value. With the non-ABS function, you may not realise that an incorrect value has been used and so continue without fixing the problem. Thank you for watching.